So today I'm actually going to be shooting with something a little bit special, and it's inside this little bag right here. I went to a resale shop and found this under the glass at the front counter, and think I found kind of a gem for the price that he was asking, and got really excited about it. Double checked everything, and I'm not going to tell you how much, but it was dirt cheap compared to the price of this lens, so I knew I had to at least test it out. I've never shot with one of these, so here we go, drum roll, because I don't want to drop this on the ground. But I've got here a Summilux 1.4 50 millimeter lens made for like a Leica. Anyway, I'm gonna give this a go and give it a test, put it on the Fuji X system and see how much I really like shooting with this. So instead of using the same camera and bouncing back and forth, I noticed that I get absolutely no stabilization with this. And since it's a 50 millimeter, I think that translates upwards of at least 70 millimeters for the crop sensor. So I'm gonna be at a much longer focal length. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult to get the street shots that I want, but I'm sure I can figure it out. I'd prefer if it were a little bit closer. I like 35 millimeter and at the most 50. So anyway, I'm gonna give that a go and give it a try and see what happens. One thing that I'm noticing that's very difficult for me right now is shooting with such a long focal length, like finding, compositions further away from where my eye is used to looking. Usually I see more of a scene, and kind of like what you're seeing in the video here, because it's closer to like 25 millimeters most of the time, unless I'm zoomed obviously, but it's just very difficult to find those kinds of shots. I'm taking it on as a challenge. I love it, but it's proving itself a challenge. Other than that, I've been pretty pleased. Well, I think that went rather well. I've made it back to the garage. It's time for me to get going. I hope I took enough photos. I feel like I did, but you know, it's always kind of questionable when you're looking at your own work and thinking, man, I could have done this better or that better. I definitely got to sample a lot of that kind of focal length, and the lens itself. Shooting with the Leica lens was like super clean. It was very sharp. Going down to f1.4, I had to really boost everything. Well, that completes a little review of the Leica Summilux 1.4 50mm lens, and I hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time testing it out, and I gave you a lot of my thoughts on it. I'm still learning, I'm still figuring out how much I like it and is it really practical for what I do. I definitely enjoyed my time with it today, and I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of what you saw. Other than that, this is Joe Everson saying goodbye. Thank you so much for chugging along with me on this little photo journey that I've been doing. I really enjoyed myself. I hope that it's maybe a little help to you, or at least a little entertaining. Anyway, I hope you find it helpful. If nothing else, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and if I should try anything different or new, let me know. All right, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, ring the bell, all those things, and I'll check in with you later. See ya.